In a press briefing held in Jerusalem on Sunday, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu asserted that Israel has no choice but to finish the job and complete the defeat of Hamas. He defended a proposed military offensive, stating that the objective is not to occupy Gaza. Our goal is to free Gaza, while simultaneously refuting what he termed a global campaign of lies amidst growing international and domestic criticism of the plan. Netanyahu indicated a fairly short timetable for subsequent actions in Gaza. He outlined the strategic goals, which include the demilitarization of Gaza, the establishment of overriding security control by the Israeli military, and the implementation of a non-Israeli civilian administration. The Prime Minister also disclosed that he had recently instructed the Israeli military to facilitate the entry of more foreign journalists into Gaza, a notable departure from current restrictions that largely limit access to military embeds. Netanyahu reiterated his stance that Hamas is responsible for many of Gaza's challenges, including civilian casualties, widespread destruction, and aid shortages. When questioned by a German journalist regarding Chancellor Friedrich Merz's decision to halt exports of military equipment potentially usable in Gaza until further notice, Netanyahu responded, "I respect Friedrich Merz. He's been a good friend of Israel, but I think he's buckled. He's buckled under the pressure of false TV reports or internal pressure from various groups. And I can say this, and I don't want to talk about him specifically, but I want to say this. Maybe some chose to forget October 7th, but we will not. And we will do whatever it takes to defend our people, to defend our country, and defend our future." The prospect of an expanded conflict has elicited strong reactions both internationally and within Israel. Bereaved families and relatives of individuals still held hostage in Gaza have called for a general strike next week, urging companies to participate. This past Saturday, tens of thousands of Israelis gathered in Tel Aviv for what local media described as one of the largest anti-government demonstrations in recent months. The protesting families and their supporters aim to pressure the government to reconsider its decision to take over Gaza City, cautioning that an escalation of the war could endanger the remaining hostages. Of the 251 individuals abducted during the Hamas-led attacks on southern Israel on October 7th, 2023, which resulted in approximately 1,200 fatalities, around 50 are believed to remain in Gaza, with Israel estimating that 20 are still alive. Concurrently on Sunday, Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz conducted a tour of the northern Israeli-occupied West Bank, announcing that the Israeli military would maintain its presence in the area's refugee camps at least until the end of the year. This year has seen the displacement of approximately 40,000 Palestinians from their homes, marking the most significant displacement since Israel's capture of the West Bank in 1967. Israel states that these operations are necessary to suppress militancy, as violence from all parties has intensified since the Hamas attack initiated the conflict in Gaza.